After coming so close so many times, Tyler Reddick has finally won his first ever Cup Series race. Back at Bristol Dirt, he was leading going into the final turn, dumped by Chase Briscoe. Earlier this season at Fontana, he led, 90-something laps, and then had a tire blowout or something, and it ruined his day. He has had opportunities. He has been up front before in his Cup Series career, leading laps, being so close to the win, but today it finally happened. He finally got himself a Cup Series win. It came at Road America. So all three road courses this year, COTA, Sonoma, and Road America, have had first-time winners. That is very odd and very unique. It's the fifth, I think, first-time winner. We've had Cindric at Daytona, Briscoe at Phoenix, and then those three road course guys. So 5 first-time winners. I think they said that's the most since the beginning of NASCAR, one of those first couple of seasons. So that's pretty cool. 13 different winners on the year. So the battle for the points positions are going to be close, and we got more road courses, and we have Daytona that could potentially throw up a wild card. But I didn't watch the whole race, only the last 20 or so laps. So I just want to talk about Tyler Reddick for a short bit. The 2-time Xfinity Series champion. He's been with RCR his whole Cup career. And I don't know what else to say other than it's well-deserved. He's proven time and time again how talented he is. He can run well almost anywhere, put the car wherever he wants, really. Bristol Dirt, Fontana, Kansas, he's led laps. I think Vegas he led laps this year specifically. So, Reddick has shown that he is very good, very talented. Obviously, the 2 Xfinity Series championships. And, RCR, they haven't been their former selves for sure, definitely, but they have been competitive, top 10 competitive. And every once in a while, they will have a car that can compete for the win. Prior to this year, I think one of the best examples was 2020 Texas. They weren't dominant. They weren't up there most of the day, but when they did get up there, they were able to hold on to the 1-2 with Reddick, of course, finishing second because, today it was his first win. A big win, and also having to hold off Chase Elliott, definitely difficult. He passed him late in this race and then had to hold him off and was able to pull away, actually. Elliott was kind of charging at him there for a bit, kept it under a second, but I think Elliott just used up his stuff, and Reddick just, conserved his stuff much better. So Reddick was able to pull away by 4 or 5 seconds there at the end, and then Larson in third. And I think the Trackhouse guys were 4th and 5th, so he had to beat all the probably most recent road course winners in order to get this one done. So that makes it even more impressive. Road course is already impressive enough for a win. First career win, having to hold off one of the best road course races, and then you got the rest of the most recent winners behind you. So a very impressive win for Tyler Reddick, he's an amazing talent. I'm sure that one of these days, if RCR can get back, or if he goes to a more competitive Cup team, he can potentially be a champion. But I think he's still early in his years. He still has a lot of developing that can happen, and he can be a much better race car driver. This isn't a knock on him. I'm just saying he's really good right now, but he could be even better in the future. That is Tyler Reddick. Just a super good race car driver. Seems like a pretty good guy. But very impressive win today for him and the 8 team and for RCR. I think that's their first win since Austin Dillon's 2020 win. So, very impressive. Very happy for Tyler Reddick. As for the playoff situation, as I said, it reduces because he was 18th in points outside of that playoff bubble or playoff point thing. That means that there's only 3 spots for points. So Blaney and Truex, who are pretty well ahead, I think, in the points, they actually got to be stressing now because, you look at the upcoming schedule. You got Atlanta, which can race as a super speedway, produce a wacky winner. You got Indy Road Course, you got Watkins Glen, and then you got Daytona. And then also to factor in, some of the guys who are outside of the bubble, Kevin Harvick, who haven't won yet and could very well potentially win. So some of these guys got to be stressing. We always ask the question, will there be 16? And it's never happened before, but I think this might be the closest we ever get to those 16 different winners for the 16 playoff spots. So I think points racing, if you're not in right now, is not an option. I think you got to go for the win. So the only guys who are going to be, kind of points racing are going to be if they're in the top 10 in points fighting for more playoff points and they already got wins. So Chase Elliott, Kyle Larson, Ross Chastain, those guys. But other significant finishers today, top 5 all Chevrolet. I think it was Reddick, Elliott, Larson, Chastain, Suarez, if I have that correct. And then Buescher was in 6th. He was the best non-Chevy and the best Ford. So another really impressive road course run from him. McDowell, another really impressive run for him. He finishes 8th. Of course, they both finished in the top 3 at Sonoma, so the last road course we were at. And then trying to think of who else. Joey Hand, shout out to him. He qualified in the top 10 yesterday. Ended up 21st today, I believe. But other than that, don't have much time here, so just wanted to kind of talk about Tyler Reddick's win, talk about a couple of the significant finishers, and then leave you all with your day, and then I will go on with my day. But I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, usually they're longer. We go more in depth, talk about everything that happened in the race, every one of the finishers, you know, that kind of thing. But I'm just time constrained, so had to shorten it up here today, and everything should be normal by the end of the week next week. But yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you have a good rest of your day, night, evening, wherever you are, and thanks for watching.